Stop. Good Sunday afternoon, YouTuberinos. Welcome back to another episode of the Thomas and
Haley Show.
In this episode, we are going to talk about what good iMessage etiquette is and what bad iMessage etiquette is. So, did you want me to start, or do you want to start?
You can share your piece, and then I'll go, and Chris can share what he likes.
Okay. So first, guys, I'm gonna talk to you guys about what good iMessage etiquette is. So good iMessage etiquette is responding to people, not just reading their messages and not responding. Good iMessage etiquette is if someone is talking shit about you, like let's say if one of your friends sends you a text message of one of your other friends or even their friends talking shit about you, that's good because then they're letting you know, hey, this person's talking shit about you. So that's some examples of good iMessage etiquette. Now, bad iMessage etiquette. Bad iMessage etiquette is leaving someone unread, not responding to someone's text messages, reading them but not responding. In my opinion, that's very rude because in my opinion, if you have time to read them, you have time to respond. Also, if someone sends you a text message or an audio message with sensitive information in the audio message or text message, and if you forward it to somebody else or if you forward it into a group, an iMessage group, whether it's your group or someone else's group, that's actually a violation of the person's trust. Never do that. That is a big no-no. What else? What else? Yeah, and it's a violation of the person's privacy. Let's see. Here's one more. Spamming someone. Never spam someone's phone. What I mean by spamming it is don't send them text message after text message after text message, because unfortunately some people do that. Just wait for the person to respond. If they don't respond within 5 or 10 minutes, that doesn't mean send them another text message. Just wait. Just wait until they respond. So yeah, never spam someone's phone with text messages. So yeah, all right. Now you guys can chime in.
Oh, okay. Well, following the part that Thomas mentioned about group chats, one thing that, of course, that's always good to do regarding iMessage etiquette is the fact, of course, keep the group chat active, because, of course, what's the point of a group chat being in existence if no one's saying anything?
Yeah.
Versus the downside of that is, of course, whether if you're in Eastern Time, Central Time, Mountain, Pacific, whatever time zone you're in, be mindful of everybody else. So let's say, for example, if it's, I don't know, it's 8 p.m. Mountain Time and it's 10 p.m. Eastern. So some of us might be sleeping at 10 p.m. That one of them is not me. I don't go to sleep at 10 p.m. But some people, they might. And of course, it's disrespectful to keep blowing up the group chat where it's because people may not want to mute the group chats. I mean, sometimes I do because I don't need to hear my phone go off all day long. But for people that don't like to do that, they just like to keep it, unmuted and all those things. And normally by these hours, no one's gonna blow up the group chat because there's no reason to. And then people just keep, sending unnecessary stuff in the group chats. That's not really respectful to the other people in your group chat, is it? No. So the main thing I was saying about that is just be respectful and mindful of people's time zones, including your own, because, I wouldn't want people to be messaging this group chat and, blowing up on my end at 11 p.m. or 12 a.m. in the morning. No.
And never remove someone from a group for no reason. And you should, you should always, if you're going to remove, if someone's doing something wrong in an iMessage group, don't just remove them without telling them what they're doing. If they're doing something wrong, how you should handle it, or how maybe you should handle it, is give them a warning first. If they keep it up, then remove them. But don't ever remove someone from an iMessage group without an explanation, without telling them, hey, you did this is why you got removed. So yeah.
Babe, you got something?
Well, I'm going more along the lines of school and jobs with this one. When you're in an iMessage group for like if you're coworkers, be mindful of what you say, whether it be profanity or you talking about somebody, because they can make you can lose your job for that. Because your supervisors / managers look at everything you do, even when you looking for a job. Because a supervisor will look at your Facebook and your iMessages and all that stuff to see what kind of person you are. So you got to be careful with that stuff.
Right.
Because if you have stuff for like profanities, any kind of sexual innuendos or porn or anything like that, they will definitely look at that.
Oh, they will. Because they want to make sure they're hiring someone that's like, professional, respectful, just to potential like coworkers, bosses, customers, anybody.
Oh,
right.
Another one I thought of, at least, I guess this is more of my opinion, I suppose, but I guess consider the fact of, if you're going to be recording an audio message, like, how long it's going to be, unless it depends if you're using the option in iMessages where it tells you, like, how long the file is, I guess. Because in my opinion, if the file is more than, I'll say more than 5 minutes, I'd rather you call the group, or at least call me, or whatever, or text me individually, like regularly. Like, if you're gonna be saying that much information, I'd rather you call me.
And some people don't have time to listen to 30-minute audio messages.
No,
not at all.
Because I've seen audio messages that would be like 20-something minutes long, and like, do they forget they're recording an audio message and not being on the phone? Like, because I will tell you straight up, since it's this long, I'm not listening to it. So because that's too long. So if you got that much important things to say, or even just that much to say, call the group, call me, call somebody. Like,
exactly.
It's just a waste of breath on your end, and it's a waste of time for everybody else. Because it's like, I don't have time to listen to all this, because you probably don't. So.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you two agree with that, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah, what would y'all?
I agree for sure.
Okay.
What advice would y'all give for teenagers that's in those kind of groups?
The first part, don't be in them, because all it is going to be basically drama of anything. If it's just like you and a couple of your friends because you like want to make plans to meet up or whatever, that's one thing. But if it's like you and like multiple people, and y'all keep talking about the same thing over and over, what's the point of y'all doing that? Or if someone goes, hey, this person, like, I was interested in this kind of person, and this person, pointing someone in the group chat or whatever, it's like, they stole this person from me or whatever. Like, that ain't necessary. So, just don't bring any, unnecessary drama of any kind into the group chats.
I always say, save the drama for your mama.
You got a point on that one.
Or save the drama for the theater classes.
Yeah, exactly.
I know that's not the kind of drama we're talking about, but
it's close to.
But yeah. So regardless if it's group chats with your friends, coworkers, potential, employers, or anyone, just be mindful what you're planning to say before you click send, or before you click record and send.
Yep.
Sometimes you can get lucky and click undo send, because sometimes it'll give you that option, and it'll say on their end, so and so unsend a message. But if it doesn't give you that option, just of course send another one, saying what you meant to say, and of course if you think it's necessary to apologize for what was sent and you didn't mean for that to happen, just acknowledge it.
Yep.
Or if you accidentally said something twice, sorry, I didn't mean to send you that twice. Because I'll admit, I've done that before. I was like, oh shoot, I sent that to you twice. My bad. I have done that before. So I was like,
Yeah, I have too.
I was like, oops. I thought I didn't send this, but apparently I did. Whoops.
Yeah, that happens sometimes, especially when you using a like your voiceover on your phone and you're trying to send a message to somebody, and you accidentally hit it twice in one instance. That can happen.
It can.
You just gotta read over it.
I just saw something else.
What's up?
What?
Let's say if you're using voiceover and you're leaving an audio message for someone, turn your speech. I would recommend you turn your speech off while you're listening to the audio message. This way, the person who is listening to the audio message doesn't have to hear message received from. So yeah.
Yeah, that can get annoying.
Yeah, so with that, what I do is when I click the record
Haley
audio
Valenti,
message,
button, 3:02 p.m. Haley Valenti.
The message is like me going to find what the stop button is. Then I'll turn the speech off and then say what I gotta say, and then of course turn it back on, and you'll hear me swipe over and then swipe back to where it says stop and click stop. That's all you'll hear. But
Yeah.
other than that, you won't hear message received from or YouTube notification, YouTube, Facebook notification, Facebook. No, you won't hear that in my messages if I do audio ones.
It's just common courtesy, really.
It is.
It definitely is.
It is, because no one's going to want to hear that.
I certainly don't want to hear it.
So, let me ask y'all this question. Say if y'all was at a job, right? And you had and it was a message from your group at work while you on a site. And you're talking to a client. How would you handle that situation?
Honestly, I would, regardless of what it is, I would finish my conversation with the client because of course that scheduled time with the client was already set up in advance, and it'd be again common courtesy and respect to your client to finish what you're talking to them about or whatever else they are asking you of and all that. Then when you're done with that, then see what the conversation was in the work chat, whether if it was, important or, just a common, just a regular message or even like an emergency or whatever.
Yeah, I would do the same thing.
That's basically what I would do.
Yeah, that's pretty good advice on that one.
That's basically what I would do with that, because it wouldn't be fair to your client to just ditch them and go, oh, let me see what my coworker said in this group chat. No.
Yeah.
They're gonna probably think like they wasted their time and
you aren't professional.
Or their time with you or whatever. So
Yeah, they're gonna think you're unprofessional.
Yep.
So I guess at the end of it, whether if it's like job related, just a regular conversation with friends or potential employers or anyone, just be mindful of what you say, whether if it's in regular text or audio messages. Make sure you proofread and of course make sure you don't accidentally send something twice. And just be patient for the person to respond back to you, because it's not like they're gonna have the phone in their hand instantly. So like when you send a message, normally it goes doo, and then of course if you're still in the window, it'll go doo, like when they send it. So y'all like my imitation of that? Doo, doo. That's basically what it does. Yeah. So of course it doesn't do that though. No. Yeah, don't do that either. But yeah, no. So of course, don't be the kind of person where you're just sitting in the group chat or sitting in your message chat with one person going, "I'm waiting for them to message me. I'm waiting.
Right.
No, because they got other things to do throughout the day, and so do you. So
Right. All right.
Just overall, just be respectful and mindful with your messaging.
Yep.
And remember, everyone has a talent. Any type of skill is a talent.
Yep. And I want to thank. I'm up to 336 subscribers, so I want to thank all of you who have either resubscribed or subscribed. I really greatly appreciate it. And of course, subscribe to these wonderful people's channels, Talented HV and Low Vision Technology, LVT. Oh, and of course, Nikki Wonderlick and the Burpees channel. No, and then and Daniel Sumro Productions. All right.
And Nikki Wonderland. Nikki Wonderlick.
Yeah. All right. Well, y'all take care, and thanks so much for watching.